the so-called Raise the Age bill. My name is Joseph Mulhern. I'm the attorney in charge for the Committee for Public Counsel Services, Youth Advocacy, and Child and Family Law Division's offices in Fall River. I've worked in both the juvenile and adult courts for almost 17 years as a criminal defense attorney and child welfare advocate. And prior to being an attorney, I worked for several years for the Department of Youth Services as both a caseworker and a line staff. Raising the age of the juvenile court jurisdiction will give these children involved in the system the benefit of being handled by judges, probation officers, the Department of Youth Services, district attorneys, and defense attorneys who have been specially trained for years on how to handle this population with a developmentally appropriate and holistic approach. For years, I've worked with 16 and 17-year-olds, as well as 18 to 21-year-olds and older, and I can say that there's very little difference between these two age groups. They require a special approach in order to help them become good and productive citizens, and the best place to provide that is in the juvenile court with the specially trained individuals that work there. Defense attorneys who handle juvenile court cases are specially trained in areas such as adolescent brain development, positive youth development, and education advocacy. These lawyers could assist these youth in and out of court in order to improve their life outcomes, which improves public safety. CPCS already has a core of bar advocates and staff attorneys who are trained to handle this population with a developmentally appropriate approach. The Department of Youth Services is more equipped than the Department of Corrections or the Houses of Corrections to handle 18 to 20-year-olds, and DYS has the capacity to provide for these youth. The experience of 18 to 20-year-old youth in DYS is so much different than that of the same age group at the House of Corrections or the Department of Corrections. We know that most children will age out of criminal behavior, and DYS provides them with the necessary skills for these youth to be successful. DYS teaches emotional regulation and provides high school and college classes, counseling, life skills, and supervision, all in a therapeutic environment. The Houses of Corrections and the Department of Corrections provide very few services, if any. These children live every day in a brutal environment in which they spend most of the day locked in their cells and/or as targets when they are not. Many of these youth end up in segregation, which is akin to solitary confinement, for their very own protection. Studies have repeatedly shown that youth in the adult system recidivate sooner, more often, and more seriously than youth who remain in the juvenile system. Keeping 18 and 19-year-olds in the juvenile system will benefit the children and society, because if we want people to be good citizens, we need to provide opportunities and services which youth can get in the juvenile court and not the adult system. Also, as you've heard, diversion is used more within the juvenile court. Both judges and prosecutors who use their discretion to provide children with the opportunity to have matters diverted. This benefit is twofold. The child gets services, supervision, but doesn't end up with a criminal record, which is a barrier to future success. Also, keeping these youth in the juvenile court very briefly, Senator Day. Also, keeping these youth in the juvenile court can help reduce the racial and ethnic disparities by having specially trained individuals work with the children within the system to be sure that they have access to services and support that they would not receive within the adult system. I thank you all for your time, and I'd ask for a positive vote for these important bills.